Anime fans, you are not ready for what's about to go down, okay? MAPPA mistakenly called this season 2, but nah. Nah, this is Gojo season. Ladies and gentlemen, all the hype and all the eyes are about to be on him, and I mean more than they already usually are, because it's Gojo and that dude's always in the spotlight. But anyways, I know this because up until recently, I was an anime-only guy myself, much like most of you out there, okay? I was patiently waiting and waiting for more animated content from this amazing series, but recently, I've changed my allegiance. I've switched over to the dark side because patience is overrated. Reading this manga is the wave, and I gotta say, this is the best decision I've ever made when it comes to this series. Akatami or Geje, whichever you prefer, his art style resonates with me so much because it's actually very similar to the way that I like to draw. I love that almost unfinished looking sketchy design. It just makes almost everything just look more raw to me. But that's neither here nor there. Because while the art may be awesome and while it may be important, what's more important is the story. Now, one thing you gotta realize about me is that for the past couple of months, I've been hearing over and over and over about how in-freaking-credible this one arc in Jujutsu Kaisen is. It's the arc that always seems to get brought up whenever I talk to people that read the manga, and it's the arc that those manga people are the most excited about this season, the mythical Shibuya arc. All the hype surrounding this one arc was eventually what led me to take the plunge and start reading the manga, because I couldn't wait. I just keep hearing it in my ear 24/7, so I said, screw it, it's time to start reading, bro. The funny thing is, though, since all anyone ever talked about was Shibuya, that made me have almost zero expectations or hype for the arc that preceded it, which meant I was completely blindsided by just how awesome and truly shocking the Gojo and Geto backstory was. Mind blown. I had so many questions about both of those characters from watching the anime and the movie, and I got so many answers to those questions. But more than just that, I got to see something I never knew I wanted to see. Unhinged Gojo. Brother, believe me when I tell you, that was some of the coldest I've ever seen this man do. When he lost it, oh my goodness. And it wasn't even like he unleashed something that I or anyone else hasn't seen before. He didn't reveal a new move or anything like that. It's just the way he did it all and the state of mind that he was in while he was doing it all. That guy was having his light Yagami moment from Death Note. Throwing his head back and his hands out, the dramatization was on point. I love it. I can't wait to see how they do that in the anime. I need frames on frames on frames when that gets animated. And I mean, after going through what Gojo went through, I shouldn't really be surprised at all that that was the outcome, that he lost his mind. Like, just imagine dedicating all that time to protecting someone, going through battle after battle against secret, creepy cult members and mercenaries, pushing your abilities to the absolute limit for days at a time. And right before you reach the finish line, I mean right before you reach it, you get your ass whooped and the person you were trying to protect gets shot in the freaking face. Rico did not deserve that at all, man. Like, she didn't even want to really be a part of this merger. She did at first, but like deep down, you really knew that this was not for her. She wanted to live, to go home and be with her friends, to be with everyone, and she had two of the strongest Jujutsu users by her side to help her with that goal, because they weren't really with the merger at all either, if that's not what she wanted to do. But unfortunately, right as she fully decides that the merger ain't for her, she wants to be with everyone. The merger can piss off, it can be damned, bro. Hey, but hey, it was a clean headshot, I guess. And it was just so matter of fact, too. Like, I was reading it on my phone, so I just flipped to the next page after she decides this. There's a bullet passing through her head and my jaw's on the floor. Toji, that man has to be one of the most complete, competent, and deadly fighters in the entire verse. I mean, he outsmarted both Geto and Gojo, shot Anami, and got paid for it all at the end of the day. The only reason he even lost at the end after fighting both of them was because Gojo did purple, which is his strongest attack even in modern day. And I forgot to mention, Toji did all of this, bodied both of those dudes with zero cursed energy. He had some, like cursed spirits with him and all that stuff. It wasn't like he was just going in there bucking it with some knives and stuff. But golly, even still, that dude is like Maki on trend. Which I guess makes sense considering that they're both from the Zenin clan, but I'm gonna say this, if Gojo didn't have purple, I think we kinda gotta start a dialogue on how the fight would have gone. Because I think at the very least, I'm not saying he would have won or anything, but I think Toji might still be living to this day if purple wasn't a fact. I think it's a possibility. Or it isn't. Who's really to say? Gojo went there to catch a body. And even if he didn't have purple, now that I think about it, I can't really see a world where he lets Toji escape. Because, like I said before, unhinged. After everything that had happened, the guy was flying upside down talking about how he didn't feel angry or vengeful. Everything just felt right to him at that moment. You're not living when somebody doing all that. I'm sorry. But frankly, I mean, I really hope we see that side of the character again. That side of Gojo is just so different from what you think of when you think of that character, and it's a very welcome side. Also, pivoting here a bit, but ever since I saw Jujutsu Kaisen 0, like the movie, I've been asking myself how and why Geto turned into a villain. And after reading this arc, I completely understand why he is the way that he is. He isn't justified in his actions by any stretch of the imagination, don't get me wrong. But I do get his turn. There's only so much you can take, and there comes a point in time where you have to question yourself, question your code, and ask yourself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I protecting who I'm protecting? Geto had that time come and decided that he wanted to be JJK's version of Frieza. Everybody that ain't got cursed energy, you a monkey now. Now, I'm not sure if Geto could be changed or saved after he came to this realization, but I do think the worst thing for Geto was solo missions. If he had Gojo at his side, then maybe, just maybe, all of this could have been prevented, or some of it. But when this man went on a solo mission and saw those two children put in a cage by the village, it was all over. After that, Geto, he was unrecognizable. He slaughtered 112 people and quit Jujutsu High all in the same day. He wasted no time. And then he became the leader of the cult that hired Toji to kill Riko. Also, I get why Gojo didn't kill Geto when they met up after Gojo learned what he did, but like, Bro, you could have made this story end so much quicker if you just did what you needed to do. I understand, truly, I get it. But you should have just clapped a bro. Shit would have been so much easier, bro. But you got feelings. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below how you feeling about this video, how you feeling about Jujutsu Kaisen. Are you enjoying the new season? Are you enjoying the manga? Let me know. While you're at the comment section, bro, make sure you like and subscribe with notifications on as well. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.